You sat across from your doctor. You described exactly how you feel every single day. The fatigue, the brain fog, the bloating, the stress. They looked at your labs and they said, everything looks normal. It must be anxiety. Maybe they handed you a prescription. Maybe they told you to reduce stress, and you walked out of that office feeling more lost than when you walked in. That experience is not your fault. And you are not crazy, and there's a reason that this keeps happening. There's nothing wrong with you. This is one of the most common things that I hear from clients. Almost every woman who comes to me is healthy in labs, but feeling exhausted, or healthy in labs and feeling bloated. Sometimes it's that they're on medications that they don't want to be on their entire life. So they want to strengthen their body so that their body can heal and repair itself and maybe not need the Band-Aid anymore. When you're dismissed by your doctor, it doesn't mean that nothing's wrong. It just means that the model being used to evaluate you has real limits. There's a gap between not being sick enough to diagnose and actually well. Most of the women I work with are living in that gap, and no one has told them that it has a name. This happens for a few reasons. First reason, labs look for disease, not dysfunction. So when you're looking at blood work or when your doctor's looking at blood work, there's a standard reference range that are built on averages. These averages are based on our average population, where unfortunately chronic illness is extremely common. Being in the normal range doesn't mean you're thriving, it just means you're average. And normal on a lab test means normal compared to everyone else. It doesn't mean optimal. And those are very different things. Another reason, the symptom to prescription model. The system is designed to match symptoms to treatments, not to find the root cause. A doctor with only 15 minutes and a billing code can't investigate years of gut dysfunction, chronic stress, or nutrient depletion. And honestly, our medical system isn't super trained in those things. They're trained in how to heal certain diseases. This is not a character flaw in your doctor. It's just a structural limitation of the model. Your doctor is working within a system that was not built to find what you're looking for. That's not their failure. It's just the wrong tool for the job. Another reason that this happens is medical doctors look at separate parts instead of your body as a whole. So if you think about it, conventional medicine silos the body. You have a GI doctor, an endocrinologist, an OB, a psychiatrist. Each of these different doctors are looking at a different piece of the body. But God didn't create your body as silos. God created you as an entire being, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And your hormones are not separated from your gut. It's just these specialists specialize in just this one area. And that's not their fault. We do need specialists. We need people to be able to identify some of the challenges that are a little more complicated. But the gut, the hormones, the nervous system, immune system, they're all talking to each other constantly. When something's wrong, it never stays in just one lane. And so your bloating, anxiety, fatigue, they're not separate problems. They're probably one problem showing up in three different places. And so instead of looking at what is wrong, I like to look at the root cause and figure out, what is your body trying to tell you? When you look at the whole picture, digestion, sleep quality, stress load, nutrient status, lifestyle patterns, when you look at all of these together, not in silos, these symptoms tell you a story. They're signals. The goal is to find out what they're pointing to. We're not trying to just turn them off. Oftentimes, when we just turn them off, we're putting a Band-Aid on it and never getting to the actual root cause of why your body started telling you that in the first place. And so we can't actually heal if we aren't ever fixing that root cause that started those signals popping up in our lives. When I sit with a new client, I'm not asking what's wrong with you. I'm asking what your body has been trying to tell you, and then also why it hasn't been heard yet. When I first went to a natural health practitioner, I had no idea what was in the food I was eating. I didn't know that the stuff that was being conventionally sold in the grocery store was harming my digestion and creating inflammation in my body. And I remember that process of going through and trying to make better choices for myself, realizing that I maybe had some foreign invaders in my digestive system that needed to be cleaned out, and I needed to repair my gut lining. This is something that is super common with everyone that I meet with. They're all starting from the beginning, or some have been spending years searching online, going to different influencers, trying to follow the next health fad. And really, it's a simplified process. It's not being taught from the root. So, some better questions that you can start asking yourself to start healing from the root is think about, how is your digestion actually functioning day to day? What does your sleep really look like? Do you wake up rested? Are you sleeping well through the night? Are you waking up at the same time every night? When you wake up, does your mind race with thoughts, or are you able to go back to sleep quickly? A lot of my clients can pinpoint when their body started to not feel great. They can pinpoint a time in their life of, I haven't been well since. And so think about that. Is there a point in time, maybe a year or two before you started feeling this way, or a specific date that you started feeling this way? Have you ever had somebody look at your full nutrition panel, not just standard blood work, and identify if there's other things going on under the surface? You don't need a specific diagnosis to start paying attention to what your body's trying to tell you. The information is already there. You just need to ask a different set of questions, and you need a guide to walk with you as you answer those questions and help you identify what those answers mean and how you can help support and heal your body going forward. You deserve someone in your corner who actually listens. If that's what you're looking for, subscribe and share this video with someone else in your life that needs to hear it, because she knows who she is. And I would love to walk this journey with you and continue to help you uncover what is driving some of these symptoms that you may be feeling. If you've been walking out of doctor's appointments with no real answers, the quiz in the description below is a good first step. It takes about 3 minutes to fill out and gives you a personalized look at which root needs the most attention. It's the kind of clarity that your appointment had never given you.